Namaste. How to block the columns and rows in this Google Sheet? Okay, according to or based on value of another cell. When the value of one cell will reach in that level, that much row or that much column will be blocked. We cannot enter the data in that column. If you increase the number of value of that specific cell, again that value means the column and the row level will be increased. When we decrease the number of that cell, the number of cells and column which we can enter will be also decreased. Many Google Sheet videos are there, but with action script only. But here we are not using any action script. With a simple trick we can block the rows and columns according to the value of other cells. Okay, so it is better to use in an attendance sheet. Okay, today I am going to show you one attendance sheet which I have made for you. Later I will publish all these attendance sheets together later, but today I will explain only this portion, how to block the columns and rows by using the value of another cell. Left side you can see a column that is a start date and end date of that attendance sheet. In each attendance sheet we have to decide, okay, each month working days will be different. Okay, here I have made that calculation, automatic calculation system for the working days for each month. Okay, so here I am not explaining that one, how to make. Here starting date of this June month, okay, if you are starting your class on July or August, you select that day. When you double click here, I can select the month from here. Here August, okay, August 2nd we are starting because that is Monday, or we can select August Sunday also, no problem. So first August 1st I am selecting in the start date. In the end date I am selecting the August last day, double clicking. So when I selected, you can see the total working days is 22. So how it will be coming, that I will explain in another video. This date is excluding the Saturday and Sunday of that month. Okay, so if any day is absent other than Saturday and Sunday, that we can give here. For example, this August, no, so you think August 19 is holiday, select this one. So selected here, and you think August 24 also holiday, selecting that date. So 2 days I selected here. According to this day, here you can see the number of this working days reduced to 20, because total working days excluding Saturday and Sunday is 22, and I have given 2 more days here in this column, so that also automatically reduced. I will explain in another video how to make this also. This month we have only 20 days. Okay, now this attendance sheet is ready to enter. This working days only 20. See, 20 working days means from here to here we can enter the dates. Okay, after that we cannot enter. Okay, that is the system I am going to show. In this cell the total number is 20. According to this number, this row blocked. After 20 till 20 we can enter. So after this 20 we cannot enter anything. That means in these columns we cannot enter anything. Okay, so that I will show you. So 20 days, first day is when you double click here, you can see that Monday is the first day. So I am selecting and typing here 2. I am typing here 2. It is August. Okay, AUG only. When enter here, automatically the day will come just below this. Okay, whichever date you type there, and you type only the date and month 3 letter, that is enough. Then automatically it will come there the day also just below. So 2 to 6 is a working day. So you type 2, it is a 3 AUG, then enter. See, you can see automatic came here 4 AUG, August 5 August and 6 August also I typed. So here I am typing here all the dates till 20 days I am typing, okay. And actually it is 20 days over. So next one is okay, this is 20 boxes over. The next cell is 21st cell, 21st column, okay, 21st column it is, okay. If we try to type here, see I am typing here, actually that month or days over, simply I am typing here one more day for September. If I am typing 1 September, if I am typing anything, no, September will not come here, simply to show you. If I am entering, what will show here? It is blocked. There was a problem, should check the maximum working day. It will give a message, should check the maximum working day. And why? Then we are checking the maximum working days. Here we can see 20. So that's why his sheet is not allowing to enter here. If it is 21, if it is 21, we can enter the column. So how can we increase the working days? We can delete one holiday from this holidays box. I am deleting one day. If I am deleting this one, working day will be increased. See, I deleted one holiday, then you can see the number of total working day increased, 21. Now next box here, it is activated. Here we can type now. Okay, just before we typed but it was blocked. Now here it is 21. Now we will check here. I am typing September 1st, one date here, 1 September. See, now we can type. If you try to next column, it will not allow. We will try to Sep. Okay, now it is blocked. Now only 20 working days. Teacher is entering the present and absent this full month. And when she is reaching here, if she is trying to mark the present or absent in any column, if she is trying to, because only till here she can enter, from here to here she can enter present and absent, anything she can enter in this column till here. Okay, after this if she is trying to mark enter anything, it will be she will get one wrong message, one message or warning. We will try to enter here, for example P means present. If you try here, when we enter, it will show should check the maximum working days. Okay, if I am trying to enter here, it will come that same message. But if we are trying to, if we are increasing the total working day, it will allow. I am deleting this here. Now you can see 21 column we can use. So if I am typing here present, yes, we can type here. And if you are trying here anything to type, it will, now it is not allowing from this column. Okay, this is we are going to learn today. Okay, very easy method, teachers, very easy. Those who don't know the action script also we can do with a simple trick. Before locking the first column, I am going to change the working days, total working days into 1. Okay, in this section I told you, based on the total number of working day we are locking the columns. If total working day is 1, only one column will be opened, other columns will be locked. If total working day is 10 columns will be open and the next columns will be blocked or locked. So like that. So now we are going to lock first column only. This is the first column. This one we will block. Okay, only because based on the total working day. But here total working day is 21. We are reducing to single day. Okay, how? Only we have to select the start date and end date we have to change. So here it is, I'm changing to end date is 1 only. So start date June 1 and end date also June 1. You can see here it is only one total working day. Now this one we have to open. The other columns we have to block. So for that, which is the first date column which we are typing, this one. So in this box we are typing the date. Okay, in this row we are typing the date of this month. Okay, this one we have to block according to the number. So here only one, so we can type only in this column only. Okay, in this column only. So I am typing here. Now I can type, no problem. It is we didn't do anything, so we can type easily the date. But we, after doing our program, after doing our formula, we cannot. So now we have to, the first thing we have to lock this column based on the value. First you select this one. Okay, this date column you select. Then you select the data. Then select the data validation. Then you will get one data validation box. In this you select from this drop down box, you select a custom formula. Then you can see one box to type one formula. In this formula we are going to type a formula to block or to open only this first cell, first column cell, first column. Okay, now typing formula is, whenever you type the formula you start with an is equal to. So I am typing here is equal to, and next we have to type the cell in which the working day, total working day is coming in which cell, that is this one. You know this cell is a total working day cell. So what is its cell reference number? Each cell has its own number. For example, if I am selecting this one, you can see cell number is 8, D8. If I am selecting this one, cell number you can see here, that is a G12. Okay, like this each cell has its own number, cell number, reference number. Like that, the total working day in this cell it is coming. So this, when I am selecting this, you can see here one cell reference number F3 to H3, because this is a merged cell. When I am selecting this, you can see these all F, G, H, 3 column I selected and merged. That's why you can see here F3 to H3. Okay, cell reference number. But we need only one number, not both. Here F3 and H3 is there. We need only one number, one cell number. Here always, if it is merged, you have to select always the first one. Okay, always select the first one. So now, so that means this cell number is F3. Don't take H3. So working day total number is coming in F3 cell. So remember that cell. We have to type that number, that cell number in the formula. So now select the date column. Now select the date cell. Then select the data. Then data validation. Here select the custom formula. Here you type is equal to, so this is F3. You type F3 is equal to, not F3. After that we have to type the, it is very careful, you have to type greater than 0. You remember that, greater than 0 for the first column. For the first column greater than 0. For the second column we have to type greater than 1. Third column we have to type greater than 2. So like that we have to give the formula in each column. That is the technique. I will show you how it is working. So here, what is the meaning of this formula? In this cell you can do any input if the F3 is greater than 0. If F3 is greater than 0. This is F3, right? Okay, this cell, if this cell is greater than 0, we can do any input in this cell. Okay, that is the meaning of this. That is the meaning of this equation, this formula. I will tell once more. If this F3 is more than 0 or greater than 0, we can type here, or we can put in, we can do any input in this cell. Okay, otherwise we have to reject that. We have to select this one. Otherwise we have to reject, means if the cell is not greater than 0, we have to reject. So select reject, then you save this. Now we gave the formula. You try to type here, you can type it, no problem. 1 June. So you can type, but because it is more than 1, I am going to reduce the total working day below 1 in this column. How? I am selecting this one to May 31st. Starting date is June and end date is May 31st. Okay, now you can see -2. This is not greater than 0. So now we can check, can we type here? So I type here to June. See, it is blocked. If it is more than 0 only, it will allow. Understood? Now we have to change this one to the normal date. This is 1. So now it is 1. Now what we have to do is we have to type all these in this old D cell. We have to type this data validation formula. So it is very difficult. So we have to drag this formula. We have to drag and insert. How to this select this cell? In this cell we have typed the data validation formula. Then you can see one small square in the corner. Click and drag from there to here. So we copied all these formula to all cells. Okay, we can check in the second cell. Select this one, data validation. You can see G3. See, it is G3. We need a F3 only, no? So we select the next one also. It is a data validation. It is a H3. So change it. We need only F3 from here to here. So when we drag the formula to the end cell, that happened like that. The Excel or the spreadsheet will take the next cell value for the next formula, next cell reference number to the next formula. We have to block that, then only we can drag. How to block that? I will show that. Select that first cell, then select data validation. You can see now that formula here. Here we have to lock that F3 always. Whenever you drag, always F3 should come. So how to lock? Just before the F you type a dollar symbol, and after the F also you type a dollar symbol. That F must be in between dollar symbol. Okay, so it will be locked. So if you drag, it will not change. I am saving this. Now I am selecting and dragging this to the end cell. Now you can select, you can check that whether it is changed. This is second cell. I selected a data validation. See, it is F3. And this also I am selecting and showing data validation F3. And at the end also I am selecting, I will show you data and data validation is F3. That is perfectly all right. But one more thing we have to do, because in the first cell greater than 0, then only it will work. But in the second cell greater than 1, the third cell greater than 2, fourth greater than 3, fifth greater than 4. Okay, if this is a 17 greater than 16, we have to type. If this is 25, you have to type just one below, just minus 1. Okay, this is if it is 8, we have to type greater than 7. Okay, like that we have to type. So here second cell I am selecting and giving, see here it is greater than 1. So that means in this column you can type if the number in this value greater than 1. Greater than 1 you can type, otherwise you cannot do. Okay, otherwise you cannot do. So I will change the number. Now it is not greater than 1. I am changing the date here, selecting next one more day. So now it is changed to 2. So this is greater than 1. So surely we can type in this column. I will show you. I am reducing one more day. So it's only 1 day. So here I am deleting already. It is a blank. You think it is a blank. I am going to type here. See, 3rd August. If I am typing, no, it will not allow, because in this column if you want to type here in F3 the value must be greater than 1, but here only 1 is not actually considered as a greater than 1. So how to increase? I am selecting the 3, third data. Now it is a 2. Now in this cell we can type. So okay, I am typing here. See, it is allowed. Now we can change the formula. In this column, if you want to type, we can change more than 2, greater than 2. So I am selecting this one, selecting this data validation, here removing 0, and I am typing here 2. So saved. So greater than 2 we can type. Now in this cell, in this F3, 2 only. It is not greater than 2. So in the third cell, in the third column, you cannot type, because in this cell value is not greater than 2. So here you cannot type anything. So we are trying to type here. It is for August I am typing. See, it is blocked. It will not allow, because in the cell it is not greater than 2. It is 2 only. That's why it is not allowing. How can we increase data? I am selecting next data 4. Now you can see this is a 3. 3 means greater than 2. So you can select and type here. I am typing here. See, it is allowed. The same formula we can use in the present absent marking sheet also. Same formula. So how can we do this? You have to do in this all the cells once. Then you can copy to all cells. Okay. How can we do? Here in the first cell, when we are marking P, it will be allowed. Why? Because it is a 22. Till 22 it will be allowed. Okay, I am reducing it one to the only single day, so only 1. So I cannot type here. See, it is blocked, any present or absent. How? Select first cell, select data and data validation. In the data validation, what you did to block in the date column, no, the same thing you repeat. Select a custom formula. Here you type that same thing. Okay. F3 is greater than 0, you allow, otherwise reject. Don't forget to select this one, reject input, then save. So one cell it is ready. And one more thing, teachers, you can do easily. So how can we do easily? Already we have given the data validation in this cell from here to here. Simply copy that one, then Ctrl+C, then select and right click in the first cell. Okay, then you can see paste special here, and in this column you can see paste data validation only. See, select this one. Now data validations copied to the cell full. You can select the last column and data validation. Here selecting data validation, you can see greater than 25. Only greater than 25 means we can type 26, 27, 28, anything we can type. Okay, now only 27. Okay, so if it is greater than 25 only we can type in this. Okay, it is already came there. Now what to do? You select from here to here, you select, then drag till the end, finished. So the data validation in the cell we finished. So I hope you understood how to block rows and columns by using the value of a cell. With a different technique in Excel sheet, we can meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.